It's Final Fantasy time, baby. Wizards unveiled the front-facing cards from all of the Commander decks, including the fact that premium decks are coming alongside them, and we need to talk about it. Cloud, Tidus, Terra, and Y'shtola. Y'shtola? From the decks, yeah. And that Chocobo, that Chocobo. First is Cloud X Soldier, all caps, because he is wicked as hell in this image. I mean, look at that broomstick. This card is built to move as a 5-mana hasty equipment wielder. I guess they figured right that Cloud and his Giant Buster Sword would be pretty sick as an equipment-based deck. Not that we haven't seen infinite red-white equipment cards and enablers, because we certainly have. And no, they'll never see a lot of play beyond Commander, but that's okay. So your boy's getting free equipment attachments when he shows up, and then draws cards for those equipped, and like some sort of fish smack at the end, he also makes mana, because nyan boo-boo. Another cool bit is the inclusion of which game specifically the card is designed for. In this case, Final Fantasy VII, aka the real one from 1997, the one I grew up on. And it's funny because they said the artwork would be as you remembered it, because this is what Final Fantasy VII actually looked like. You know, our imaginations, they did a lot of work back in the 90s. Tidus Yuna's Guardian is next, and is an efficient little dude. Green, white, blue, 3/3, moving counters because it can, which can lead to all sorts of shenanigans, and then you hit your opponent with countered cards, drawing cards, and a free proliferate? Is it my birthday up in here? This was from Final Fantasy X. One of them I didn't really care for that much. It was supposedly this giant upgrade. It was the first on PS2. It just didn't have the magic that 7 did for me, but the card's pretty neat. Now, Y'shtola Knights Blessed is from Final Fantasy XIV, aka the MMO one. This cat girl is priced to move, as untapping with her seems like a great time. You can't really go wrong with cat ears, now can you? Anyway, a 2/4 vigilance that draws cards if your opponent's got 10% of their life drained from them this turn. Easy to do when you cast mana value cards of 3 or more. She drains 2, a 4-point swing that adds up real fast. The last new card is Terra, Herald of Hope, and this girl from Final Fantasy XVI puts you in a trance. First, she's her own payoff. The trance ability fuels the second part of the card, where her evasion needs to smack them sideways. You pay 2 mana and get a power less than 3 from your graveyard to the battlefield. That didn't say mana value, so cards like Karmic Guide are just itching to do really dumb stuff here. Now, the boxes themselves are nice, featuring the game that they're built around, which is nice over there on the right side. And honestly, I find it a bit odd that the sleek black versions are the mass-produced ones, and the white boxes are the collector's edition boxes. But whatever, obviously it's been a few years now, but you can look at the collector stacks for Warhammer, sold for 100 to 150 bucks at the time. You can see the return on investment on those, which is awesome. So that was our first look at Final Fantasy. Like this, and use those comments to tell me your favorite Final Fantasy. What cards or characters are you looking forward to? Until then, this is Evan Erwin, tapping the cards so you don't have to.